Live from Eorzea.
Limit Break. With your hosts, Nero.
And everyone's titty much broadly fit chased.
Kahlo.
You don't need help to get drunk.
Juxtaposition.
What are you calling drunk? You're not drunk, I'm drunk.
Ascalia.
40 ounce in my lap and it's freezing my junk.
LimitBreakRadio.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Limit Break Radio, radio... Redux. Apparently.
These words are just getting worse.
It can get any worse than rhombus.
Rhombus is an awesome word. I'll have you know, everyone in Costa del Sol loved rhombus.
Well, of course they did. I came up with it.
Absolutely.
I, of course, am one of your hosts, Nero Grigori. Thanks for joining me. Joining me today in...
Juxtaposition.
The studio is...
Juxtaposition.
As well as Ascalia Rayumasa and Kahlo Landis.
Hey, I was second on the intro this time, right?
Yeah.
No, that's right. Where I should be.
We'll edit that in.
Where I should be.
No. I get to be first.
So welcome to the show. We are a week behind, I would say. We had the live producer...
A radio redux arrives precisely when it means to.
And never late or before, because that's what wizards do. That's
No
the
comment.
quote from The Hobbit.
I don't think that it is.
It is. It's very... Go read the... Have you read the books? No, you haven't, so you can't...
Actually, I have.
No, okay, then what's the quote? If you've read them...
God.
It's actually from a Fellowship of the Ring.
No.
This is... We've been dealing with this all day.
It's... they invited...
Oh, just so you know, this isn't actually juxtaposition. This is Drunkstaposition.
Yeah.
Thoroughly.
That's happening.
He hasn't even finished his first drink.
I've had so many shots already.
You've had 3. That is so many.
It is. My cat-like body can't process that because cats don't have liver.
He also doesn't know how microphones work. Microphones, how do they work?
Hey, to be fair, he went a good 2 or 3 years without ever using a microphone.
No, it's okay. I'm accustomed because I've been on the show so much with the microphone out.
So I want to thank you all for joining us today. We are not sober.
Thank you very much for your attendance, everyone.
Yes. So a couple of things that I want to clear up from the last episode and from all of our previous episodes. We were able to change our Twitter handle. Look at that. So
what did I say?
You were right.
I was right.
You were right. So
I don't hear that often.
You can follow us on Twitter now at Limit Break Radio. You can find us on Facebook and check us out www.limitbreakradio.com. We've still got some website features that are in flux. I don't know if we're ever going to bring back the forums, but we're gonna.
You know what?
We're gonna figure out what's going on with the website at some point.
If you haven't found us on Facebook yet, you definitely should. Tonight has been so eventful, drinking wise. There may be videos and pictures of Juxtaposition in RL.
Wait, maybe.
Oh dear.
Wait, you posted them on the Limit Break Radio?
I posted a picture. Videos to come.
Yeah, you hear that?
That's our reaction too, ironically.
Yeah. So a couple of weeks back, there was the live producer letter talking a little bit about 2.22. Also, what's ahead in 2.16. We'll be talking about that. We've got some of your emails to read. And I don't think we have some FMFFLs, but
I have an FMFL. FM motherfucking L is what God, I need a moment.
He's getting up.
It's actually to get more alcohol, but still, I'm pissed.
Hey, get me a beer while you're up.
You can get your own damn drink.
Why?
Get me a drink.
Make me one. Yes. You are Valentones
Callo,
with the chef.
Booze.
If I do it for you, I do it for me.
You're a chef.
Don't.
You're a chef. Come back. Oh.
How am I supposed to get drunk like this?
Are you drinking your first ones?
I just finished my beer, yes.
Okay, Ascalia,
You need to talk into your microphone. Microphone.
Okay, Ascalia,
Drunkstaposition.
Go ahead and go get your drink, and me and Anira will spend some best buddies forever quality time together on the show.
Just for that comedic value alone, I will go do that.
On the show, okay. Okay, here we go.
Oh, this is going so well already.
Goodbye, Ascalia. All right, so hi, Aniro. What are we gonna do today for our? Oh, I see you're looking at the FFXIV original soundtrack on your El Computador.
I'm looking at what was outlined for the live
on the live
letter.
feed.
Yeah,
Okay,
the live letter. Yeah.
The live letter. Yeah, letter. Okay.
Since you saw fit not to do any show prep,
you're prepping the show. I see that we have collector's edition more rewards for when the PS4 version arrives. We have wind up Moogle guy with the yellow pom-pom on its head.
I don't know that he's a wind-up, but okay.
Who's not doing prep now, Mr. Best Buddy? I have it.
I'm looking. Okay, it says wind-up Moogle.
Okay,
fair
thank you.
Right.
Fair enough.
Did you get stuck?
Fair enough. And you also have the fat chocobo mog mounts for collector's edition.
Oh god.
And that's what's wrong? What's wrong? Come on, we're doing good. This is good. What?
I think you and I have very different definitions of good.
We have wonderful chemistry together. Okay, go back to the other webpage. Other Mog Eorzea page.
Oh, this is good.
And we have FFXIVI original soundtrack, and that's going to come out. I really would like to buy that. He gets a Bahamut minion, and you also get the Blu-ray music disc, which... Can Blu-rays play music? I don't know.
Don't listen to them, ladies and gentlemen. They're looking at porn together in here.
What? That is really gross.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you going with, Ascali? That is... Oh, my goodness. Oh,
Inspiring / fan fictions forever.
You're inspired to be fan fiction. man, good job in here. We owned him. High five. High five, best friend.
How did you put up with this for the last 2 minutes?
This has been rough.
I did.
This rum is strong, and I am excited.
How's your best bud time?
Did you?
They were looking at porn when I came in.
Did you bring fucking drink?
Did you? Why not? You said you would make me the drink.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did earlier.
Why don't you go get the drink?
Oh, that was earlier. Well, here, let me just explain to you how to make a good drink, all right? Pick any kind of rum, mix as much as you want with Dr. Pepper, and it will come out perfect.
I actually, I was hesitant to do it. It is extremely good.
Right?
I don't know. I am drinking Limsa Puff Puff, which is 7-Up grenadine, vodka of cotton candy, and vodka of whipped cream.
Hey, Nero, remember how we were supposed to get drunk on episode 1? We're a little late to the party, but
yeah.
Well, you know what? I have to drive home most of the time after the show, so finally I get to do the show and not have to drive, so now I'm finally drunk, and now you guys are like, oh, Juxtaposition. We don't like him anymore. We're not going to like Juxtaposition.
You know what I think it is? Now that you're drunk, you just finally see the truth that no one's ever liked you.
Yeah.
Well, no one
Would you
likes
stop
me.
smacking the desk?
I do what
we could do 3 hours of him babbling into the microphone.
I think that's what we're going to end up doing.
I was the one who continued the show with our things. We have updated the live letter.
What?
I went through the FFXI soundtrack.
Microphone.
I did the soundtrack and what we got out of it.
Stop smacking the desk.
I can't help it. Nobody likes me. Why doesn't you like me?
Almost lost my drink.
This is starting to get borderline weird.
All right, so where were we?
We weren't anywhere.
How many people have tuned out?
Thank you for listening to Limit Break Radio. I am one of your hosts, Juxtaposition, and we have in the studio Aniro Grigori and Kalo Landis and Escalia Hayurasa.
Always going to be the outsider. People forget my last name.
So close.
Hey, I was Kalo Landers last episode. and the guy
who will forever be Kalo
And the guy
Landers.
who messed it up was the one who came up with the show and was there from the beginning with me.
Yeah.
And gave him his last name.
No, we didn't.
I did not give you your last name.
I came up with my own last name.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
I was just lying at that point.
So, guys, how was that last episode? I wasn't around for it.
No, it was pretty epic.
I heard.
I was there.
I heard.
I was there.
My favorite Facebook comment was that this feels like classic LBR.
Yeah, I feel like they could have just cut out a lot of time and said, Escalia sucks and ruins the show. Like, that would have really saved him a lot of work.
They were trying to be nice about it.
Okay, well, wait, hold on. So, if you're gonna start listening to what we're saying, then maybe you should stop being Dragoon now. Oh wait, you don't like being Dragoon, so we're right a lot of the time. God damn it! This made sense in my head. Fuck.
I feel like he's trying to make a point about me hating my job.
I feel like you're. What is going on? Can we get our shit together? Can we not sound like rambling drunks? That would be great.
Probably not, but we can give it a go.
Oh my god!
That's what you wanted. This is all AGLBR.
Juxta.
Season 2.
Juxta. I need you to calm down and count to 100 in your head. Okay? Just do
1,
that.
2,
in your head.
1 in my head, 2 in my head.
You're with Heather Locklear, and you're very warm.
I don't know who
very
that is.
Warm.
Is that from Wayne's World?
Yes! Oh, I love it.
Gosh, you're like someone I work with.
We haven't started the show, and Aniro is already putting his glasses down, like rubbing the bridge of his nose to stay sane.
This is not. Yeah, this is.
You can, if you're careful, you can actually see Aniro emailing other potential hosts to replace us.
So what do we have on today's episode, Aniro?
So today we're going to be talking about what was outlined in Live Letter 12.
Japanese.
Yes, lots of Japan.
A lot of Japanese.
We've also got some emails and I don't really know what else. That's really.
Do we have any FMFL?
I don't think we do.
Well, I have my own, and I can take up a good fucking 30 minutes with that shit if I have to.
I can take it up in 5 minutes.
Actually, I have one too.
Fucking damn it.
I've got an FMFL.
I will bet you.
Fine. We'll let's
on.
just start
Right now.
I
want to bet you something.
Fine.
That my FMFL
We'll do it live.
is more FMFL than your FMFL is.
Probably, but mine's way faster.
Fine. That's only because I like to rant about shit. Shut up, Juxta.
That's what she said.
Up.
She said that a lot about Escalia. The faster part.
Oh, okay. I was like, the longer part or the faster part? Like, that's either a compliment or an insult. I probably should have assumed. Can I go ahead with my FMFL?
You know which way that
Are we going to do FMFLs first?
I guess so. Why? Well, I mean,
whoa.
This seems like a good.
What does FMFL stand for?
Fuck my Final Fantasy life.
All right, Escalia, you go. Go ahead.
I played Dragoon. I'm done.
So
Yeah,
you don't?
I'm doing that too.
You don't
right
like
now when I
Dragoon
hate my
anymore?
life.
I played it all the way to 50.
I played it to 50. I got my Dark Light armor out of it. I got my Relic +1 out of it. And you know what I've come to realize? It's just as boring as it was at level 30. My jumps are still not worth using except for in extremely rare circumstances. And it's like, I looked it up. There is a 27 move combo that you are supposed to do to deal your ideal damage as Dragoon. And you get to like move number 14 and you botch it and you're just like
combo breaker.
Exactly. Like you can actually, the game actually says you broke your combo, you slut, and then you're back to the first one. You're like, damn it. And that's about it.
All right, so I have a question for you then. If Dragoon is so horrible, surely you wouldn't wish that fate upon anyone else.
Well, see, now you're putting me in a tough spot because as much as I'd love to see you suffer, you are correct. You are released from your pact to play Dragoon. Let anyone who hears this know you do not have to level Dragoon, because the hell with that job. You know what? Everyone was hating on me for hating on Monk. You know what? No. Monk's fine. Or Pugilist, whatever the hell it's called. No, Pugilist is fine. Dragoon sucks now.
That's good, because I've already leveled Culinarian and Weaver to 50.
God damn it. You're supposed to wait for my permission before you do that.
I don't think those count as jobs.
Oh, they don't?
No.
All right, then good.
No, you're still on track then. We're good.
They're classes.
Never mind.
All right.
Fine.
Classes.
The classes.
This is my Final Fantasy life. I have been trying to get Crimson Pants now for 3 weeks. I think I'm somewhere around 0 for 60 for these motherfuckers. All right? Recently, this week, I've actually, for the first time since Crystal Tower launched, seen them drop 3 times. All right? The last time is probably the worst. I get put into a party with 3 black mages at Thanatos. I check everybody. They all have item level 90 pants. Which means, okay, great. Technically, unless they're fucking dickholes, they shouldn't need these pants if they even fucking drop.
Right, yeah.
All right, so I at least have that going for me. And Juxtaposition is actually, for once in his miserable little life, being supportive.
Hey.
What?
I am not little.
Anymore.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Anyway, he's willing for them to drop, and he's like, wills for the blue pants to drop. And at first I thought he was being a dick because, like, I don't know, like, Dragoon is blue or the
no, I was
Paladin. But I know what you meant because they're blue.
Crimson, blue,
Right.
the opposite.
Yup.
That's what I was getting at.
So anyway, we're fighting Behemoth, and just before the last meteor, no one seems to be focusing on the giants. Like they're all trying to fucking burn King Behemoth down.
Yeah.
Right?
That's not a good idea.
So meteor starts, and there's 2 comets up, and half the alliance gets behind one comet, and the fucking giant destroys it just before meteor hits. And half of the alliance wipes, and one of those black mages drops party, because I guess they expected that we were going to lose at that point. But we actually managed to kill Behemoth. And as Behemoth is dying, it changes to full party. And I don't think nothing of it. I just think, yes, fuck, we don't have to do that all over again.
Right.
All of our party had wiped, all right? So someone actually had to run back and open the chest. So some dude's like, oh, I'll do it. So this black mage is running up there, and he opens, and the Crimson Pants drops. I'm like, oh, yes, they've dropped. And Jux is like, grats. And everyone's like, grats. And I roll need. And then it rolls up that somebody else rolled need too. Oh. And I'm like, are you fucking shitting me?
No.
And I checked this guy, and he's wearing Dark Light.
Oh.
One of those black mages dropped at the last possible second, and it put a 5th fucking black mage into our party as it died.
Oh.
This guy didn't even watch the fight. He came in at the end and lauded my fucking pants, and then had the goddamn audacity to freaking brag, oh, it's the only thing that I need, and I didn't even have to fight for it.
Oh, what a douche.
I am seething with anger right now.
He's downing his drink, by the way.
I need more alcohol.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to get more alcohol.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I need a little bit more.
That sucks.
That does suck. That was he needed to go vent for a moment after that one.
That didn't take 30 minutes, though, guys. I'm just saying.
The usual jovial Callow right there, he disappeared for a moment. Like, that was true anger sitting in that seat. Like,
that sucks, though.
Callow's true form had emerged. That was the final form Callow boss of Final Fantasies.
Yeah, that does suck. Like, really, like, it sucks. Like, I understand why it happened. It sucks that, a black mage gets put in and lots it. Like, you can understand that. But bragging about it when you know someone else probably needs it,
yeah,
fuck that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he knew that someone else needed it because someone else needed it.
Right,
and
a lot
it
of
shows
need,
up
right.
in the 2 things. So, I mean, that's...
No, like, that's like, the bragging is what would really piss you off. You're like, fuck that.
To be honest, I would probably do the same thing and need something that dropped when I needed it. But after I saw that someone else needed it, I would just, like, drop party and be like, well, someone else wanted that, but I got it for free, so I'm just going to leave and be happy with that.
Yeah, but it doesn't show your roles to the party
Yeah, it does.
until it distributes.
Well, yeah. Oh, right.
So.
No, I mean, I would take the item that I won, and I'd be happy.
Oh, but then you just would shut your fucking mouth?
Yeah, I would shut my mouth and leave the party instantly, because I'd be like, oh, I'm a dickhead, but I have Crimson Pants.
Oh, I hate people.
Yeah.
That does suck. That's
look on the bright side. I guess there really isn't any in this case, is there?
It's a very dim bright side. Thank you, Juxta.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get them for so long. It's one thing that the first or second time that, Fate would be like, hey, fuck you, Kahlo.
Yeah.
But it's like it just gets worse every time. The first time I lost them, everybody needed them. Big fucking deal.
Right.
The second time, it was me and someone else, and they needed them. Big fucking deal. But it's just... Can we change the subject?
Yes.
You wanted to bring up the fuck my Final Fantasy life.
I'm gonna.
I'll add one to that.
Yeah.
I've been mashing my forehead against Garuda Extreme for like 3 goddamn days.
Tell them about the message that the bunch of us got last night at 3 a.m.
Oh, I was ready to. I was drunk and ready to quit. I was rage quitting.
Tell me about that. When I woke up in my bed with tells from Mr. Aniro.
3 a.m. my phone starts going off. I threw it across the room like fuck you, Aniro, and went back to sleep.
He's like, I have a surprise. You guys are doing this show tomorrow by yourself. I'm canceling my subscription. And Jux is like, it's 3 a.m. Fuck you.
I was at it from 7 o'clock till 3 a.m. Couldn't even get a goddamn win. Could not even get a fucking win. It was awful.
You need to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Oh dear.
No. Don't you ever have that moment where you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just keep going at this until I win? Like, I had that moment and I just never won.
Okay, well, hold on. I need to know and clarify something first. Were you going with Party Finder or Duty Finder?
For a while, I was going with Duty Finder, and then until I felt like I really knew all the phases of the fight, and then I switched to Party Finder.
Okay, at what moment did you switch to the Party Finder?
What do you mean at what?
Like at what time?
I don't know. Somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
Like
for the sake of argument, 11:30.
11:30.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go there.
11:30. Oh, that's all I got. I wasn't going anywhere with that.
That's great.
I got my hopes up for a really lucid, great point, and my hopes were dashed.
All right, I feel like now that we've all had them except Juxtaposition, you have to have an FMFL.
Okay, well, here's mine.
You're missing an F in there, by the way. It's FMFFL.
FMFFL. FMFFLFFL. Whatever.
What's yours, Juxta?
Okay, so as everyone I'm sure knows, because everyone follows my Twitter feed and
you have a Twitter feed?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
That's the joke.
You actually do have a Twitter feed, though.
Well, yeah, but I don't actually use it for anything anymore.
I saw you tweet something the other day.
Oh, that was for like something else where like if like Microsoft like chooses my tweet, then I get like $1 million or some bullshit. That was something else. Don't worry about that.
Did I tell you guys about the person who texted me, messaged me in game asking about FMFFL?
No.
Like they had misunderstood it when we said on the show, and they're like, it was like fuck my National Football League life or something like that. They thought it was NFL.
What?
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Football.
Yeah, like, do any of us actually watch
know
football
what
except
football
for me?
is. I feel like you're trying to say like a different word, like football or like foosball.
Foosball.
Foosball? Is it foosball day?
Foosball's of the devil. Let's not talk about it.
I don't understand.
No, okay. That was a weird moment that happened to me the other day. Like I log in like for the one time of the week because I'm so busy, and that's what someone asks me about. Like, the hell?
Good.
Sorry.
Good sidetrack.
Sorry about that.
Good story.
Good story, bro.
High five.
High five.
Oh no!
For those of you who don't know, you know that thing back in the 90s where like you would go to do the high five, then just like smooth your hair down and you totally missed. I did that to Juxta.
And then I slapped his leg.
It didn't hurt at all because you're
But everyone heard it, so now everyone might think that you slapped my high five.
But for the record, I did not.
But everyone might think it.
All right, what's your FMFL? Go. FFFFML.
Whatever. FMAM.
What is your... The day sucks.
ACDC. LL. Them supplements. All right, so as everyone knows, because you've been following my Twitter feed... Actually, I don't have a Twitter feed.
This is the second time.
Get it? I was trying to do it over again. I've been leveling Bard up to 50 because... Well, I don't.
Thank God.
I don't really know why, but
so I can come tank to things.
That's not the reason,
because I have a better. Yeah,
we're gonna let him tank about as often as we let Keldal tank.
Well, yeah, but Keldal, you're a warrior tank. They're kind of whatever. What's your item level now?
What is your FMFFFL?
What's your item level?
86.
86?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god, 90 or GTFO.
Yeah. Wow.
Lol.
Gimp. My paladin's is like 77. I'm not even trying.
What is your fuck my Final Fantasy life?
Oh, as everyone knows from following my Twitter feed, I've leveled Bard to 50. And
since this is a podcast and you guys have no idea what just happened, Escalia was coming back in the room with a drink and a cupcake, and he ran into the door.
Sorry.
as everyone knows from following my Twitter feed,
God damn it!
I just want you all to know good luck.
Oh
We're
my
all
god!
counting.
Oh, that is what was being said when I left. What did I miss?
Time warp.
I just want you to know all good luck. We're counting on you. I've leveled Bard to 50, and it's really kind of OP. Maybe not in like the pure DPS sense, but in the fact I could run away from mobs and keep using my abilities to hit it.
He was complaining about doing Titan as Bard and having to move around so much. I'm like, imagine if every move you had a 2 to 3 second cast time.
Well, every time I would try to sing my ballad song for MP, he would like do a thing where I'd have to move, and that's really annoying.
Yeah.
Try it on Dragoon or Monk.
Dragoon or Monk, they don't have any like casting times.
Just follow the Nero school of practice and jump off the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just jump straight off.
Anyway, speaking of Titan, that's where my FMFFL comes from. I was doing it on Bard for my Relic quest, and I was DPSing, and I totally got in the zone. And I'm like, wow, I really know this. So I'm in, like, we're in phase 5 after the heart. We're doing it right. And, like, we had a couple wipes beforehand. And I like suggested in the party group, hey, maybe we should all stack up for plumes in phase 5 so that way the whole platform isn't plumes and we all die. And everyone's like, hey, that's a good idea. We should do that. And they did it. And that's like, wow, actually people following directions.
Yeah, fuck my life.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fuck me, right?
This is terrible.
And we're going through it, and I'm like, man, we're really doing this good. And like all the 3x3 bombs are like popping in like the right areas and stuff, not like in any of the hard formations. And we get down to like 5%, and the Dragoon uses the level 1 limit break because we used the level 2 on the heart, right?
Yeah.
Right, because you know that's what you do,
right?
And he goes down to like 2%, and then we down him, and I get my relic +1. Because I had the stuff over from my myth tomes already spent, and I get my relic +1, and I kill things so much faster in the Sylphlands for the Beastman quests. It is so good.
Is this my Final Fantasy life kicks ass?
I was gonna say, where's the fuck my life part?
Oh, there's actually no fuck my life part. It's all good stuff.
God damn it!
Fuck you guys! Oh,
can we turn his mic off for like 5 minutes?
Sure.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah, we can do that.
This is classic LBR.
Yeah.
There you go. Done.
all right. Yeah.
So,
Guys, fuck you guys and your bad life and your bad luck.
Real quick, I want to thank everyone who has been tuning in and listening. It's been great to be back, and we've been enjoying doing the show. And we really would like to invite you to share the show with your free company, with your link shells, with your friends, and Limit Break Radio. Just share limitbreakradio.com. People you have duty finders with. Random
shove
pickup.
it down their fucking throat.
Yeah.
We're not party finder. That's kind of
Shut up, Juxta.
We are going to be like the new RMT, where it's just random like messages. Like,
I
hey,
would
check
like
out
to
Limit Break
point
Radio.
something out, though it has not been scientifically proven. There is been a suggested causality between sharing Limit Break Radio with your friends and a million gills showing up in your delivery box.
I know. It's
I've
awesome.
heard about that. People have been talking about it. Maybe it's just a rumor. We don't know.
It could happen.
It could happen.
You have nothing to lose.
And Mikote Puff Puff in your Mog house. In Moggins.
Moggins.
Babbins.
Great. Moggins. Sure. Okay.
Mikotes.
I need more alcohol.
So,
Juxtaposition's cup is empty.
Thank God.
yes. That's fortunate.
You should go get another one.
No, don't encourage him.
No, I was hoping we had a lock on the door and I could lock him out. We don't.
We couldn't lock you out. We tried.
Thief 75, please.
Nathan.
50.
Yeah.
I don't know where this 75 keeps coming from. I don't. What are you talking about?
Shut up.
We don't know these foreign terms like thief or prish or chromatia.
Oh, I miss
what
prish.
What are you talking about? We do not know these.
Oh, nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
I did nostalgia pretty hard earlier today. My random, playthrough of music was going, and suddenly the music from I think Luface Meadows started playing, and I was just like,
oh yeah.
You know what my favorite little Easter eggy thing in the game is? Segment. Favorite Easter egg thing.
In 14 or 11?
In 14.
Because there are tons in 14.
Yeah.
There
okay.
really aren't.
When you go to if you let's say you're customizing your chat menu, right?
Right.
Uh-huh.
And where it shows he knows where I'm going with this. Where it shows where you're looking at yell and say and
right.
shell, and it shows examples of what they are down at the bottom.
Yes.
And they're all
Yes.
FF7. And the tell is Cloud says something to Tifa, and she's like, "My eyes are up here, Cloud."
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Every single one of them is FF7 themed. Love it.
Yeah.
My favorite. Can I have my microphone for this one? Because I'm going to talk like a normal podcaster. Right now.
Good job.
Justin's
Am I
back.
talking?
Yeah.
Am I
Yes,
talking?
you are.
Can I
Yeah.
hear myself?
You're back.
Yep.
Can you?
And okay. My favorite Easter egg. Well, I don't know if it's an Easter egg. I guess it's not an Easter egg, but my favorite reference of
There you go.
the Final Fantasy genre is in Thanalan. Thanalan. And
I thought you were going to talk normal.
He's doing the best he
I
can.
think he's honestly trying this time.
I'm trying to sound dignified.
You're not doing a very good job.
Should I just talk normal?
Yeah.
You talk normal, yeah.
In Southern Fuck, I can't.
What you
In
consider to be normal.
Southern Thanalan,
Yeah.
it's the Death Corps, and you have to fight them and stuff for the quests, and it's a direct rip of the Final Fantasy Tactics game, and they have Death Corps in that game, and they are disfranchised nobles in that game, and in the 14 game, they also are disenfranchised people of Ul'dah, and they are really upset at Ul'dah. And they are bums and homeless people.
I'm not sure disenfranchised is the right word there.
I think it works.
Is it? Okay.
It's a large word.
Considering his state of mind, I think it works pretty well.
Yeah, well, you got the point across.
Yeah, we'll have to cut that from the editing record.
So I don't know. My favorite Easter egg is the Final Fantasy III battle music in Crystal Tower. I think that's a nice touch.
Do you like the Final Fantasy III music in the fights, the duty where you have to fight the rocks?
No.
For Titan?
No.
You don't like that one?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I don't know.
Because you like it.
Because I wanted to be.
I never said
wanted
I
to be
liked it.
contrary.
I don't like it too now.
Hayumasa, Mr. Hayumasa.
Yeah.
I don't like it with a Nero.
What's your favorite reference / Easter egg?
I like in the main storyline when you're
Possible spoilers.
yeah, it's not too far in, I don't think. But when you're in Ul'dah and you're the one person's being singled out and bullied around.
Oh yeah. That is really early on.
Yeah, it's pretty early on, and you go
I'm
up and help
upset
them.
you don't get puff for that.
Yeah, exactly. And the music starts cueing from old Final Fantasy, and you're like, oh, okay, there's the feels right there, right in the feels. Although, as much as I utterly hated the Shantoto storyline, when you accept that when you beat the quest, it does play the Final Fantasy XI quest cleared music, and I almost cried a little
When
bit.
I noticed, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
hey,
something here,
blast from the past.
and I'm like, oh my god, that made all this bullshit worth it.
You know, I actually didn't do
Barely.
that. I totally didn't do the.
You didn't get the
big
wind-up
surprise.
Shantato?
No,
Big surprise.
didn't do it.
Did you do the Dragon Quest one?
No,
You didn't get Puff?
no.
We didn't get Puff.
I came out of that
I
one.
got Puff.
I didn't play very much Dragon Quest at all, but I came out of that one like, what did I just watch? What
It
happened
doesn't matter.
here?
You got Puff, okay?
Someone in the Laser Beam Raptor shell is like, wow, if this is what I've been missing not playing Dragon Quest, I need to pick that up.
And the Nero will never know.
Nope.
Because he doesn't do seasonal quests.
No, that Shantoto storyline, you get through it and you're just like, I guess we can give spoilers because it is not coming back, right?
Wait.
Whoa.
the Lightning Returns has started up now.
Yeah.
It's so good.
If we get a Nero drunk enough tonight, we can do it on his character later.
He's gonna wake up tomorrow just hungover and be like, Why have I cleared this? What?
And he was a legacy player, which means that he should have the
that's right.
The shit that can turn you into a female. Mm-hmm. What's it called?
Fantasia?
We will use Fantasia on his character and get him in the lightning clothes. Imagine if he woke up to that. And what would your reaction be?
Not good. Wouldn't be good. Not for you.
I wake up in my house, he's just like standing over me like a chainsaw, like, let's go. I'm like, oh, fuck me.
I don't think there's enough alcohol in the world.
There isn't, no.
I think he would die of alcohol poisoning first.
Juxtaposition is going to come to Quiznos with us in the morning. He's
Why?
breaking the ritual.
Because I'm going to meet with a friend.
We can go to Quiznos beforehand.
Okay, let's see if Nero gets up at 8 a.m. Let's see what happens. Spoilers, he's not going to be awake.
Why do you have a microphone again?
Turn it off.
Yeah, you're done.
Classic
You're
LDR.
Done. High five.
No, God.
Yes.
What the fuck?
If you guys,
like, I am a host. You cannot treat me like this.
if you guys mute my microphone, it will be classic LBR. That's how far away you are.
So there was a live producer letter back in, like, I don't know, the tail end of January. Live producer letter number 12. So there was a Q&A and some interesting stuff that was dug out of that video. Looking ahead to patch 2.16, some of the cool stuff that we can look forward to. I guess there's going to be new features of the market board.
Does it say anything about the market board upgrades? Like, what else could you add to the fucking market board?
I'm hoping
don't know.
What might be in a market board upgrade is a buy list. So people that want to like craft stuff say, I want to buy fleece for 10 gil, and then people can go to the market board and say, oh, this person wants to buy it for 10 fleece, and then send all their fleece to that person for 10 gil.
That would be sweet.
Isn't that like a Guild Wars thing? Don't they have something like that?
I don't know. I think it's an Eve thing or something. I don't know.
That's Eve Online.
It's a good thing.
Where if someone puts
it is
that
a
up,
Guild Wars
you can like
thing.
sell it automatically.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That actually would be cool.
Yeah, that would be nice. There's a wish list feature that's coming, an ability to summon minions and mounts at random, so you can randomize that.
What's the point?
All right.
You can't summon them in instances.
I don't know if Square Enix listens to us at all. If they do, I'd be fucking surprised as shit.
I'd be disappointed.
Here's something that you need to do. Fucking companion. Wait. What are pets called? Are they minions?
Minions.
Minions need to be summonable when you're on a fucking mount. All right, that's one thing. Number 2, we are in the fucking 21st century in 2014. No one wants to fucking check you to see what your goddamn title is. All right?
Yeah.
When you pick a fucking title, it should say it right in fucking front of you. That's ridiculous. That's so stupid.
How
I want to be fucking Flame Lord Kalolandis, not Kalolandis.
I second that. You should be Flame Lord Kalolandis.
Flaming Lord Kalolandis.
On the note of SE listening, I think there's a very big difference between SE not listening to us and completely ignoring us.
Hey guys, who has a small penis? It's
Juxta. That would be Juxta.
See, now I missed
you know
this.
What?
I wasn't around for the last episode.
You guys are dumb looking. Verily.
Yeah, I missed this. I wasn't around for the last episode, but I did hear the intro sequence, and I'm like, okay, I thought what I said for my intro sequence was bad. What happened here?
Juxtaposition is a small penis, and Escalia jumps bones.
I had to go back and listen to that again, where I'm like, did I just say that out loud? I did. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
well,
that happens.
I looked right at the other people in the room and was like, they are going to put that in my opening drop. I have no doubt.
You know, it's like, sometimes you just don't want to try in CT. And other times, it's all the time.
His mic's still on.
Yeah.
It's good. No, come on.
Are you gonna...
I'm good.
All right.
Have I been bad yet? Well, have I been bad in the last 5 minutes?
Crap, I'm on my 4th drink. That means we have 2 shots we have to do when this is over.
What? Here you go.
Shot per drink.
Fill me up.
That's the rule. I'm not filling you up. I am not filling
me up. Fill me up. Fill me up. You're a culinarian level 50, which is 50.
I love culinary. That was such an easy level.
Hey,
by the way, I should put out a special thanks to Orianthi because she gave me the high quality items for 1 through 50.
Oh, so you cheated.
Like leave quests. Like, I'm like, this is what I need. She's like, bake, bake, bake. Here you go.
Yeah,
so you cheated.
My friend Bellamy Solcani did the exact same thing for me for Carpenter.
Oh, so you cheated. Guys, come on. Let's get back on track. We're losing time. We're losing daylight, moonlight. What else do we have here, Mr. Grigori? Why are you laughing at me?
Is this happening?
Why
this is a thing.
What is so questionable at my actions, Mr. Grigori?
Is this going to be the best or the worst episode we've ever put out?
Bye-bye microphone. So...
Reminisce of the episode where we had Moogle Moses. Remember that with Max V and Tiger Fury?
Not really. I don't. I mean, there's recorded evidence of it, but I don't remember much of it.
Oh, nice.
So, Dome Chimera and Hydra will be added to the Duty Finder. That's great. Yeah. Gear sets will automatically substitute main arm with an item not item not available. So if you...
That's good. That was stupid. That was always dumb.
It was dumb.
This patch is already... It's more shit that should have been done already.
No. Well, it's 2.16.
That's true. It's not the big 2.2.
Yeah. Let's say that you have a gear set, right? Yeah. And for some reason, you accidentally sell or get rid of one of the items in the gear set. Normally, if you tried to equip a gear set, it would be like, oh, you're missing an item, so we're not going to put anything on you. Remake your gear set.
Yeah.
Now it's like, all right, we're going to put it on you, but just so you know, you're missing this piece.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think that only happens if, like, the main arm is missing.
Right.
No, because I'm pretty sure, I've thrown away things that are not...
Well, then they've changed it at some point, but at one point, if even just one piece was missing, you'd have to redo all of it. Oh. At some point, maybe they've already fixed it.
I think you're right. They did swap it to at some point where it was just the main arm because it based your the level set off your main arm.
Yeah.
So if you lost that, then it was gone. I don't know.
Well, anyway,
who cares? It's fixed the way it should be.
Good job, Square Enix. Way to be behind the ball on this one and falling.
Do they even know what the front of the ball looks like?
I don't know if that metaphor works because being behind the ball is usually good.
Ascali went with it, so we're good.
Okay.
He's a dragoon. He knows what he's talking about.
No, he doesn't.
Mr. Grigori, let's continue on with our 6.1 updates.
1.6.
2.16.
I don't know.
Jesus.
Whatever. Numbers are hard.
They're going to be adding a map marker feature, new feature to reselect focus targets. New achievement rewards, Mog letter history, so you can see all those minions.
All right, I have a question.
Thanks.
Or a complaint. The fact that we're at where we're at in the MMO age, and you can't just automatically send us our rewards. We still have to seek out a particular fucking NPC and talk to them to get our fucking rewards. Really, Square Enix?
That's part of the quest.
Is it so hard to be like, you got an achievement, now we're gonna mail you this thing? Like, I was looking up some of my pets, the fucking marmot or mammoth pet that you get for completing the hunting log for a nation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have to go to some guy in Gridania and talk to him, and then he gives you the pet.
Wait, what?
So?
There is an achievement. If you finish your hunting log, you get a pet. Right?
What hunt? Like all of the hunting log?
No, the Grand Company hunting log.
Okay.
Right. If you finish the Grand Company hunting log, you get a pet.
Okay.
But they don't just send it to you. You have to go talk to this guy, and he's like, tell me a story. And you're like, all right, let me tell you the story about how I finished my hunting log. He's like, oh, it's a good story. Here's your pet.
Are you...
Positive.
Are you kidding me?
No. That's a thing.
What the fuck?
They don't just actually give it to you. You have to know enough to go talk to this guy.
What?
Yeah. Yup.
So go talk to the guy. What's the problem?
The problem is I didn't even fucking know about this.
And
I get a fucking pet?
It doesn't even... it doesn't even tell you, like, in the achievement that that's what you have to do.
Juxta's personally offended that he doesn't have a pet that he should have now.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's how I measure my self-worth, is by the number of minions I have.
Or how many people like you.
Well, that's
Which
good.
in this room, it's one.
Ascalia.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See, he just said, oh, yeah, okay, it's recorded, it's true. What else we got, Mr. Grigori?
New command to have characters look towards the camera. More action icons for macros.
This is the most boring patch ever.
Characters will appear soaking wet during rainy weather.
Oh, yeah! As opposed to just appearing soaking wet when in Kahlo's presence.
Dear Moghouse, I never thought this would happen to me, but...
And potential targets will have a glowing outline when hovering the mouse over them. So,
Wait, what? Say that last one again. I don't understand.
Potential targets will have a glowing outline when hovering the mouse over them.
Out of curiosity, can we look up like FF11's most recent patch notes to see if they're more exciting? Because they might be.
I don't know what this FF11 is you keep speaking of. It's foreign to me.
We've mentioned the show on the game on the show. It's okay.
2.16 is really like it's supposed to be like a hot fix. It's not. That's not like a real.
It's not a real patch.
Well, if it's a hot fix, then whatever.
It's a 0.6 patch. It's not a 0.2 patch. Come on.
What does that mean?
Come on. It's okay.
Set your expectations a little bit more reasonably.
Reasonable, man.
Okay, I will set my expectations more reasonably.
More reasonable. Repeating words.
Thanks.
What do we got for 2.2 and beyond, Mr. Grigori?
Really?
What? Yeah, I'm reeling it in. What do you want from me? I am so drunk right now. Come on.
Go fill up your drink.
I can't.
No more drink for him. He's clearly.
I am the fishing pole of reeled in. Okay, we're good. Come on, let's keep going. Okay. Nobody likes me.
Loose didn't say loose shanks.
Oh my god.
Dear Lord.
I already talked about. Oh no, that was before we cut out.
Guys, best thing to happen to Final Fantasy XIV since the remake. When the PlayStation 4 Collector's Edition comes out, we get fat fucking chocobos. Fuck yeah.
Hells yeah.
That's true.
We talked about that. Me and Mr. Grigori talked about that when you two went to get drinks. We get a wind-up Moogle pom-pom, or a wind-up Moogle minion with a yellow pom-pom, and a fat chocobo mount for Collector's Edition holders, and the fat chocobo is chasing a little dangly hook thing with meat on top, or I guess Geishel greens on top, and it's really cute looking. So I recommend everyone to get the Collector's Edition, if not already. Thank you.
You sound so sincere.
Well, I am sincere. What?
So the PlayStation 4 version is coming out March 14th. 2014, which or I'm sorry, April 14th, 2014, which I'm pretty sure isn't that the same release date as Elder Scrolls Online?
I hear that game is really good. Everyone ought to just quit FF14 right now and play EOS.
Isn't it ESO?
ESO.
There you go.
I heard the graphics of that game are very bad.
They're not good.
Would people get mad if we just spent the rest of the episode talking about ESO?
Probably. Especially
because I don't care about this.
Especially because I think the beta embargo is still up.
Beta embargo?
I get an email from them like every other day saying, "Come play ESO beta," and I'm like, "No, I don't want to."
It's a thing.
It's a thing, and it's not a good thing.
It's a thing, but it is interesting that the PS4 version is coming out at the same time as ESO. I think that's literally the same day.
It's all part of the master plan.
It's called strategic planning.
Apparently. And then also, I guess you get a reward for picking up the FF14 original soundtrack, which is the Wind Up Bahamut.
What?
I want to Wind Up Bahamut. What?
Picking that shit up?
Well, yeah, but it's a Blu-ray music player. Can Blu-rays play music? Because I don't know. Because I don't have Blu-rays.
I'm pretty sure Blu-rays can handle music.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, my drink's gone. BRBs.
Wait.
No! You can go get your own goddamn drink.
Why?
You want vodka?
No.
Then go get your own.
What a jerk.
So taking a look at the Q&A from the live letter, there was definitely some interesting stuff that was talked about. First, the implementation of roll bonuses. Tanks still remain in short supply. Are you looking to into any countermeasures for this? And what they said is basically that they're going to look to maybe introduce a special mount to help incentivize leveling tanks.
Wait, a mount?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
sort of like what they did with White Mage.
So, like, is it going to give it to the tanks as like a job quest thing, or is it like
they don't
you have to do so many tank queues?
I'm so upset by that because I was literally just about to say that's not going to work, and then Jux is like, "Really? What mounts? Oh my god, let me level my other tank jobs." Damn it!
Well, I mean, if I get a mount for it, then heck, that's why I'm not going to level freaking Iron Anarchist because they don't get a mount.
Anarchist.
Yeah. What?
Arcanist.
Huh?
Arcanist.
Arcanist?
It's not anarchist.
It's the same thing.
There's no job you can level up that lets you overthrow Gridania.
Although that would be fun.
That'd be like the sweetest job. Like if your whole job was to go into cities and just cause chaos, like you're the freaking Joker. That's it. I would level that job. That would be the job that makes me ultra excited about the game.
Oh man. Another question: what are you planning for the mechanics of battle content to be added in the future? The answer: attention is easily focused on the difficulty in recovering during Titan Extreme mode if you fail or if you fall off. But it's been created so that you learn patterns and follow them closely, and you can clear it. There will be mechanics such as this where you can memorize and clear content, and we'll also be adding content where you have to defeat enemies in order, such as Binding Coil of Bahamut Turn 4. So I think that's interesting that they're continuing in the vein of patterns instead of making things randomized or doing hate resets. Or things like that, where everything is a very distinct pattern. What do you guys think about that? I sometimes I like the patterns, but it seems like after you seriously into the microphone.
It's a cupcake.
And I see that.
Do you have a trash I can put this in?
Yeah.
Here, it's over here. I gotcha.
Oh, so Kahlo's gonna open a cupcake into the microphone, and all you're gonna give him is a seriously. But wow, I'm uncalled for. Wow, he just threw a cupcake at me. I mean, okay, so I'm a little intoxicated. Yes, maybe. But
you wanted to level Anarchist.
Did I miss that?
Yes, you did.
He went on a long spree about talking about how he didn't want to level up Anarchist because there was no mount for it.
We were going through the mall today, and he's talking about leveling Anarchist, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, the Anarchist. And I'm like, you mean the Arcanist? He's like, it's the same thing. I'm like, no, it's not. They're very different things.
We went in a very long tangent about how the Joker was trying to take over Gridania.
I don't. It's just, whatever. Arc. What? Guys, it's okay. Whatever.
You know what? Now that you mention you have yours right there. The Arcanist, they have a pet, don't they?
Yes.
It actually reminds me. I heard through the grapevine the real reason that Ascalia is fed up with Dragoon is because it doesn't have a pet.
Okay, so actually that makes up a very good point. So yes, I love pet jobs. I admit it. I do love pet jobs. Here's the issue. Arcanist has a pet, quote unquote. It doesn't have a pet, though, that you more interact with. It's a pet where you say, oh, okay, you're summoned, go that way and attack, and I'll sit here casting dots. It's a lot like Warlock in World of Warcraft, where it's like...
I don't know what that game is.
I know, Juxta. Thank you, Juxta.
What is
Warcraft
World?
You do dots, and the pet does all the damage, whereas I think a pet job, I think is something I can interact with, I can command with, we play off of each other. That's what I consider a pet job.
Before I came to the show tonight, I actually came from SC headquarters, and I have some inside information.
Oh, wow.
It turns out that SC is actually playing around with the idea of giving some pets to the other classes. I was actually talking to a Nero about this. Each class is going to get its own pet. So I thought maybe we could what's the word where you talk about
brainstorm?
Things? Discuss. Yeah.
Yes.
So like for example, warrior. I believe the warrior is getting like a battle boar. It was either that or like an enchanted axe, but Juxtaposition brought up a good point earlier. That would be a little bit too magical.
Yeah,
a little bit too magical. So I thought maybe we could come up with some ideas of what other pets that the other jobs could have.
Interesting. Right? I'm interested.
Because that could be fun.
For example, like white mage could have a light elemental because white mage is
that could work. That could work. Obviously, black mage would have like a fire elemental. Or something like that.
Maybe like a random elemental.
A phoenix or something like
random,
that.
Sure.
Use like all kinds of elementals.
Sure. Monk, though, we were hung up on. What kind of pet would a monk end up with? I thought maybe like an Opu Opu, because they have Opu Opu form.
An Apkalu?
They don't... Well...
There were monk Apkalus.
Well, I mean, they were a monk job, but they don't really say monk to me.
My thought process was their pet could change based on what stance they were in.
But you change stances so quickly.
Yeah,
that would be really funny.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think
that's
too.
a good idea.
What about Bard?
Well, obviously Colibri.
Why obviously?
Because Colibri sings songs.
Or a Lamia.
Lamias aren't a pet.
Okay.
It could be.
Maybe.
Well, in like a really creepy, perverted sort of way.
What about a paladin? What kind of pet would a paladin have?
I said dragon because dragons
a lion,
are awesome and
maybe.
are awesome.
Dragons are pretty awesome.
A lion?
A lion type thing? I don't know.
There aren't any lions in Mr. and Mr.
Yep. But yeah,
Final
no,
Fantasy
I heard that there was the thought that every class would get a pet, except for Dragoon.
Where they're getting nothing.
No, they're getting something.
Oh.
In order to balance out PvP, Dragoons would get killer abilities. Those are so useful.
Yeah, so...
Was that whole long spiel a chance to like just knock Dragoon?
Might have been.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah,
it was.
Yes, that was well. You went the extra effort there. I appreciate.
All right,
that.
now I would like to apologize to a Nero. He was asking a question as I came in, but I completely missed what the question was.
I just want everyone to know that as me and Kyler were driving down to Mordana Ulda place, he Mr. Kala was talking. Mr. Landis was talking. Mr. Landers was talking about this for like a good hour.
It wasn't an hour. It was 5 minutes.
What can I do that'll really piss Ascalia off? I've got
it. No. That was already pre-planned out. Like the whole minion job class thing was being talked about. Mr. Grigori, what was the question that was posed before? Mr. Landis was... Mr. Landers was quite inappropriately interrupting you.
One of the questions that was put forth in the live letter had asked about future battle mechanics, and the response is that Square Enix is going to continue with pattern-based mechanics as opposed to making random mechanics or doing things like hate resets where there's an element of uncertainty or randomness that can occur, and stuff that happened a lot in 11. These were mechanics that they relied on a lot in 11. They're gonna continue on the pattern based mechanics.
Right.
I'm just kind of curious what you guys think about that.
Well, I think variety is kind of the spice of life. It's you can't pick just one thing for anything. That's why it worked in 11, because some people had hate resets, some people did have a pattern, some yin and yang, you had to kill them within a certain time limit of each other. Certain things had hate resets, certain things, it was variety is what makes it. I don't think you just want to pick one thing.
I think that me and Nero have actually had this discussion several times, and it's about what sets apart FF11 from both FF14 and games like WoW, where when you have a set pattern, the best example in FF14 that I can think of off the top of my head is Titan.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It comes to a point where once you have things memorized, does skill really come into play?
An even better example of that is Ifrit.
One of the reasons that we thought that FF11 took more skill than things like 14 or WoW was because it's not just a matter of memorizing what happens, because once you do, and I think WoW is a better example, once you know what happens and you know enough just to stay out of the way, where's the challenge come into?
I think that's what was the big problem with Ifrit is as soon as you like the first time I did Ifrit, I sucked. I hadn't watched a video on how to play him. I got wrecked. As soon as I knew the pattern, I don't think I've died since.
Exactly. FF11 to me was more organic when it came to having strategies down. You had to react in the moment,
right?
And no matter how good you got, you could always get that curveball that would throw things off. But not
only that, but there was room in 11. There was room to recover. If if you lost maybe 2 or 3 or maybe 4 people, there was room to get those people
absolutely.
up.
One
and
or two
recover
people
a run
could turn something around. I don't know if you were with us the one time that Covered in Bees was doing Suzaku and everybody wiped except for me on Thief and I think 2 healers, and I solo tanked Suzaku after her chain spell until we got our tanks back up.
Right.
Now, that kind
can't
of thing
happen in 14.
Well, now, hold on. In very rare cases, there have been a couple times where we were almost wiped on a primal, and we happened to have a level 3 limit break, but it's not as easy to come back from it.
Right. Now, that's like that. There's a difference between having a clutch situation where you got a good limit break that went off, or a white mage pulled off that level 3 limit break at the last second. But when you're talking about extreme mode primals or something like that, you lose a tank, you're done.
That's true.
You have to reset the run. You're fucking done. You might as well just start sitting. Because that's it.
Well, and just outside of that, there were so many things in 11 with the randomness, and a lot of it stemmed from the TP system, wherein I don't know why this example is jumping into my head, but I remember doing Promethean Maya, and it was that the Craver NM that could do Carousel. Nothing else, none of the bosses in Promethean were all that frightening, except for that one. It could do that stupid move Carousel, where it was a huge knockback and tons of damage AoE. Mm-hmm. And, the fight so often came down to how many times is he going to use Carousel this run. But if you were awesome, very rarely, you could survive an extra Carousel, and that was, that's what created a lot of the excitement in the win, is when you finally, all right, the stars have aligned for me to make this win.
Right. Well, and it's I keep like I said, I keep mashing my forehead against Garuda Extreme Mode, and all it is pattern. The whole fight is a big pattern,
right?
And you just have to memorize exactly what you got to do in each phase. And if one person is off, you can't really make one mistake. If one person dies, if one person is off,
that's true. Yeah.
You're just done. There's no room for recovery. There's no room for have the off tank take these, you know what I mean? In so many of the fights and dungeons, really, either there's you're running it with 4 people, or there isn't that room to recover.
At least, though, the one thing that I think we do need to be thankful is the fact that at least you can raise up in this game. Right. In games like WoW, you get 2 battle reses, but other than that, if you die, that's it. You're done. Wait till the next, reset.
Yeah, that's true.
And Nero, you and I discussed that the other night. That's one of the key issues with SE having chosen to go with a difficulty by precision as opposed to a difficulty by punishment system.
Right.
Whereas we talked about it, what made Dynamis so exciting no matter what is you always felt good when you won, because if you died and you all wiped, see you in 3 days.
Right.
You're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. With a lot of the things in, and I recall the last mission of the Shantoto
Ascension.
Yeah, that one, where every time you failed, you had to go collect these.
It would be 2 hours before you were starting again.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And so many fights were like that in 11.
Yes.
And not like they are in 14. You fail a hard mode primal, or you fail a dungeon, and as long as you weren't the first person to abandon the duty, you can queue right up again.
Right. Like you say, hard mode Titan, you go right back in. And I think the best example of it in 11 is probably Kirin. If you guys wiped a Kirin and lost it...
That's true.
That was a week of effort gone.
Right.
That was it.
Right. And, that's a good point.
And that's why even when it got to the point where it felt easy, it still felt rewarding to clear it. Whereas
That's true.
With Titan, like I'm not gonna lie, I spent 2 weeks working on clearing Titan that first time, and when I beat it, it was awesome. You know, you're ripping up, you jump up, rip your shirt off, manly mode. You know, you're feeling good because you beat Titan finally, and then 5 minutes later, you're like, all right, that was fun. Whereas the first time I cleared Dynamis Zarkabard, it's like you're dancing naked down the streets. You're so fucking excited. You're like, hell yes. Maybe that was
some
just
of that.
me.
Some of that has to do with age. Some of that has to do with your first couple of MMO experiences versus where you are now. And like that. I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. But I don't feel as satisfied by events in 14 as I did in 11.
My perspective, when I did hard mode Titan on my Bard with like no help from the free company that we're in, no easy mode. After I like actually felt like I was doing Bard well and like dodging everything, like when I got into the zone, I was like super like it was kind of like a high for me. And then after we downed him, like I was like so ecstatic that I was like twitching. My hand was twitching for like a good 10-15 minutes later, and I just couldn't do anything else for like the rest of the night, so I just went upstairs and watched TV. So
one of the things you have to recognize too is once you've done something in one MMO, it's never quite the same in the other ones.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine the first time, because for me at least, Final Fantasy XI was my first MMO. The first time that I saw one of the crags in that game, it was like, holy fucking shit. And just going from one zone to the other was like such a long trek. But then, it was my second one. I never quite attained that feeling in that game, on how far I would travel. Nero, I'm always reminded of the first time we used to use work the desk in college at midnight, and we would watch like Tiamat fights, and be like, it was a 12-hour fight, and we're like, oh my god, imagine being in a fight that long, how epic it would be.
Yeah.
And now it's like, if a fight takes 2 hours, it's like, are you fucking kidding me? This is goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true.
This is fucking bullshit that a fight has to take this goddamn long.
That is true.
Yep.
We get pissed off when a fight takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, kinda. Oh man.
Well, and I mean, part of that is how repetitive is the fight, and that's where I think like 11 kind of played to the randomness being a good thing.
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
If you did like a 30-minute Titan fight, it's the 30 minutes of the same pattern over and over and over and over again. Whereas if you did a 30-minute FF11 fight, you'd have like one phase where you're like such and such going on, then something else would happen in another phase, then oh crap, suddenly half my group wiped, now we're trying to get everyone raised.
Now,
you
know what I think might be a nice medium between there, or to help alleviate that, is in MMOs nowadays, they have this pattern structure, right? And take Garuda, for example, right? As long as you're doing this pattern right, everything goes fine.
Right.
But if you mess it up at all, it's not even just like, oh, you're set back a bit. You wipe.
You're done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you react to it properly, or you lose. And so it becomes either learn the pattern and follow it, or die.
You're required to do it right the first time.
Exactly. There's no recovery. There's no being able... And so then it becomes a game of literally memorization.
Yep. Yeah, that is a lot of the fights in this game. And it's kind of a bummer. I don't know, like, I'm not sure that I love that.
No, definitely not. Now, some of the lower level ones, it's a little bit different. For example, we were in Copperbell Mines when I was leveling my Bard, and the fucking ads completely overwhelmed us, right?
Yeah.
But as a Bard with AoE, I was actually able to take hate from all of them and kite the ads around as we finished off the boss. So there needs to be that small element of being able to actually take control of a situation that's gone out of control, instead of it being like, oh, well, you didn't memorize it and react accordingly, so you die.
I wonder if that can be done in high level in 14. The way the system works. I'm not sure it can be done without making it so that it would be too easy. How do you keep it balanced where it's still very difficult, however, one person can make the difference if need be? Like,
I don't know. It's interesting because I think that nowadays, especially with the way that a lot of the mainstream MMOs have set the standard, that things just in a pattern, But I think that SE definitely needs to revisit the idea of random moves. Now, granted, phases are one thing, right? But I think that instead of just being like it all being one giant pattern, they need to look at the idea like, all right, in this phase, these are the 3 moves it can use.
It
uses them at random. Now, you can telegraph moves ahead of time so that you know what's about to come and react to it accordingly, but there definitely needs to be a little bit more randomness to it so that players have a chance to react rather than just memorizing stuff.
Beyond that, I think what SE had with 11 that was brilliant that they don't have in this game, and what is that element where you have the game-changing aspect, is the 2-hour ability. That ability meant something. And you weren't going to have it in every
Summon
fight.
Wyvern?
Right.
Okay. Not everyone, but I'm just, like, Chain Spell, that meant something.
Well, but I sort of feel like limit breaks are the analog for 2 hours in 14.
But you're gonna have a little bit. No, you have a limit break in every fight.
Yeah,
so you go into a fight in 11. If your white mage uses Benediction, that's it for 2 hours. It means that probably the next 3 or 4 fights that white mage does, he's not gonna have it up. Like I felt like that's where you had the opportunity to be a playmaker. And furthermore, in 14, like with the limit break, only one person gets to use it.
That's true. No,
Fair
you
enough.
got a point.
He does, but I think you still have a point too in here, because in certain fights, that limit break is make or break. Take for example, when tanks used to, save the limit break in Garuda for when the towers were up.
Right, yeah.
Or, for example, in Ifrit, hard mode, when Black Mage need to save their limit break for the pillars, the needles, whatever the fuck they are. And we had one... I'm going to apologize right now for someone. We were in a group. It was me, Juxta, Nika, and from the Laser Beam Raptor shell, Loch Ness Monster, who was a Dragoon in this particular one. And we had said to save the limit break for the needles, right?
Right.
Yeah.
nails.
The nails, whatever the fuck they are. And Loch Ness Monster used the Dragoon limit break on a single target needles. And it wasn't the best decision, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, great, some fucking idiot just used the single target limit break.
Nice job.
And then Juxta was like, I'm pretty sure that was Loch Ness Monster from our shell that did that. I'm like, oh my god, I feel like a fucking ass.
But
So,
here's
way to
Loch
go.
Ness Monster,
Way to go.
I'm sorry.
Here's my one
I'm
concern I had
sorry.
with that point, though, is I feel like the fights that SD's making, they're making with it in mind that you're going to use your limit break on that part. Like the Titan Heart, they have it in mind that you're going to use the limit break for that part. Whereas in 11, they, except for Absolute Virtue, I don't think they were ever expecting you to use your 2 hour.
That's a good point. I think that you're absolutely right. But here's the thing: is that I feel like from 1.0, and I don't know that I ever did Garuda hard mode in 1.0, but I know elements of that fight were randomized.
Right.
Like where she would come down when she would do Howling Gale or whatever that move is that she would do after teleporting. And I want to say that's what made that's one of the elements that made that fight so difficult, was the random nature of it. I don't know how Square Enix views how that fight went, because obviously they changed huge parts of the mechanics for that one. But maybe, and I'm going out on a little bit of a limb, but maybe the randomization of moves like that, maybe it's something that doesn't work in the system. Maybe it's just something that the system can't handle. I don't know.
Maybe, but that would be a dangerous thing. Randomness can't be game planned for, and therefore it creates a different experience every time you do it.
That's true.
And that's valuable in replay value, extremely valuable.
Now, some people might argue that there is still a hint of randomness to it. I mean, take Titan, for example. There are a few different configurations that the bombs can drop in.
True.
And obviously the fact that, like 3 plumes come up under people. So the plumes are always in different positions.
Right.
Or he targets random people for the pushback thing. So in a way, I mean, things are still random,
right?
But I just think that with us, having our experience that we do with FF11, the fact that when it came to fighting gods, they had like 5 or 6 TP moves they would do, and it was always random. Exactly, you never knew what was going to come.
In this one, where with Titan, it's like, okay, someone's about to get put into prison. Who's it going to be?
Right.
Whereas, in 11, it might have been, okay, someone might be put into prison. We might all be silenced. We might all just instantly wipe. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Good question.
I don't know. Well, we've got more. We've got more of Live Letter 12 to talk here. That's the end of the first part of episode 3. We're in 3 now.
I think 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on 3.
Yeah, we're in 3.
We're on 3.
Yeah, Three. Numbered.
Math.
How you like your new drink that I got you?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Because you were fucking whining.
You're whining.
He was sending me messages. He's like, I need another drink.
I didn't say that. I said,
get it.
I think I lost my buzz.
Oh, I need a drink. That's my juxtaposition. This is Juxtaposition.
That's a pretty good one.
I'm whining.
That's a good one.
Okay, that's fair.
I like that one.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
You just called yourself a whiner.
Called you a whiner.
You said Juxtaposition.
You're Juxtaposition.
Yeah, and I'm whining?
That's what you do.
And Nero, am I not like? Is this not?
Is he a whiner?
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, for sure.
Is Juxtaposition getting lost in translation as being a whiner?
I have a video of you earlier crying that a Nero doesn't like us anymore.
That was then. That was when I was drunk and buzzed. I'm no longer. Nero, back me up. Juxtaposition is a whiner. Is that not burning himself?
No. What? Why would it be burning himself?
Because Juxtaposition takes the form of Callow in my body. Let's like, when I'm a Nero position, I channel my inner Nero.
Wow.
When I Juxtaposition, I channel my. Well, that's not working at all.
That was awful. That was terrible.
Whatever.
Wow.
Whatever.
Wow. You want to try another voice here?
Do Escaposition. Yeah, make up Escaposition right now.
What? He doesn't even have a personality. Look at him. Look at me, I'm Escalia. I like dragoons.
Feel the love.
Look at me, I'm Escalia. I hate dragoons. That's Escaposition.
That was
the
bad.
name Escaposition works pretty well.
It does.
I like that. So you get props for that. Good job.
But it needs a voice.
He needs a voice.
You're terrible.
What did I miss?
You're
since he doesn't have a personality, that means he has no emotion. So Escaposition would be no emotion whatsoever.
For dry, red eyes, clear eyes is awesome.
Did you? Nero, tell us about the Laser Beam Raptors segment you just released a while ago.
Why don't you? Because you talk through most of it.
Because, well, it's me doing a dramatic reading of Lightning.
Yes.
For the Lightning event that was released a long time ago.
That is what it is.
But now it's released right now because Lightning returns.
Yep.
Returned.
If by dramatic you mean so not dramatic.
Dramatic reading is what I'm doing.
Emotion.
It doesn't reflect upon the reading itself, Mr.
Callow, I look like a freaking turtle in the picture that you posed of.
A turtle? What?
I don't know. I look like.
Should I take pictures of people?
No.
Thumbs up.
When did we start posting pictures of our...
Apparently 20 minutes ago or so.
That is Mr. Lander over there. I don't know.
When the hell did this start?
I don't know. Look to that guy over there.
Let me show you the picture. It's us pre-show. Well, it's you guys pre-show. I'm not in the picture.
Oh, really?
We need a video podcast that's just people videoing us podcasting.
God, check it out.
That would be the worst.
Podcastception.
Look at Escalia.
I look like a freaking turtle. I don't know.
Wait, let me see.
Why? I don't know.
I can't look on my...
He looks like he's trying to be busy, but he has no fucking clue what to do.
I have no clue what's going on in this picture. I got this.
What is that?
If you want to see the pictures that we're referring to, you can head over to our Facebook page.
You can also see
Facebook.com/limitbreakradio.
You can also see the beer bottle very clearly next to Escalia. You drunk.
That is a very important part of that picture.
There's also a picture of Juxtaposition before the show crying into a pillow because he asked Aniro if he liked him. Aniro said yes, hoping that Juxtaposition would just piss off at that point. And then he's like, well, give me a reason why you like me. And Aniro couldn't come up with one. So he started crying into a pillow.
It was Aniro's pillow.
I don't think Aniro could come up with a reason why he likes any of us at this point.
Oh, the reasons are getting thin.
Mr. Grigori is a very hateful person.
I feel like we're in the Matrix or something. Like, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Grigori.
I like how part one is 4 questions from the Q&A. for 2.22. Yeah, 2.2.
Classic LBR.
There you go.
This is what the people want.
I don't know. I don't know that that's true.
This is very true.
All right, well, that's going to do it for part 1 of episode 3. Maybe we'll get to part 3. Who knows? Stick around. Maybe you'll find out. New episodes Mondays at limitbreakradio.com. Thanks for tuning in for Scalia Ryumasa, Kahlo Landis, and Juxtaposition. I'm Aniro Grigori. Thanks for listening.
Limit Break Radio is a production of LimitBreakRadio.com and Bender Media Productions. Final Fantasy XIV is a trademark of Square Enix. Opening music in this episode from Daniel Lambie. Listen to Man with the Machine Gun and other great tracks at Facebook.com/Daniel Lambie Metal Gamer. Closing music provided by Husky by the Geek. Listen to this and other great Final Fantasy XIV covers at Facebook.com/Husky by the Geek. Limit Break Radio and its hosts are solely responsible for its content.